Time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch. Into the box now, Hernan Perez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hamilton is right there, one down. Here's Jason Hayward now. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's 4 for 11. In there, and it's 0-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
The 1-2. Fouled away.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he looks at his sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Grounded back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
He done.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Some very mean things.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Mets leave 1. It's the Mets nothing. Redbirds stepping up. So stepping in, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
The center fielder.
At the plate, Billy Hamilton, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
Luke, what if your middle name was Nose?
As they enter play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little roller toward the hole. Votto comes up with it. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. First pitch on its way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Hard on the ground toward short, and that
he looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey Daddy.
Odorizzi comes set. 1-0 on its way. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2.
That's what she said.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Hayward has a read on it, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1. We are still scoreless.
You suck.
Second inning coming up in St. Louis, and with a little bit more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along.
You
of
trash.
course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field, or of course putting the safety of the players at risk.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like
US
this,
is bad out game at.
In for a long one? You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down.
Right back at you.
But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Stepping up now, Colin Moran. He comes into this April contest as one of the hottest hitters in the league. His season average up into the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The count now at 2-2. Soft liner to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the belt, kicks and deals. Into right field, that's a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
2 on here with 1 man out. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Jake Odorizzi. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. Now a bunt attempt here. but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And did he square around? No, it's ball one. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Now at the plate, Hernan Perez. He flied out leading off the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Popped up. Goldschmidt is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Mets are out on top.
Baby, baby, oh, like baby, 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 oh, something, 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 and it's like baby, 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 like baby, baby, oh, something, something. Skipping the rest. Houston has small penis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
What do you say? Penis, 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 penis. Better watch your mouth before you get smacked.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
You ugly. You dumb.
And he fouls this one off.
You suck. You trash.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
F you. You dumb.
That's a pretty unique
you ugly.
Sequence, guys.
You suck.
Is all about
you trash. Better watch your mouth before you get smacked.
He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Future.
The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. We're in the second. 1-0 Mets early on. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Can I get oath from the chat?
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit back up the middle. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail. Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. 0-for-1 here in the early going. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Hit to short. Turner has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. And he takes ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. In now, Wilson Contreras. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Wilson Contreras.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Trey Turner hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
No balls and 1 strike. Odorizzi's ready. Here it is on 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. So coming to the plate, Colin Moran. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
Second baseman.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's taken him deep once. 1-0 the count. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Count still at 1-2. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Blake Swihart is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in.
Leading off for St. Louis, the center fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hamilton.
And he popped him up. In there, a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Hamilton leads off second with nobody out. Runner goes for third. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hicks patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Oh, man, that's a total brain cramp out there on the bases. He might have thought it was going to get down, but you've got to be sure. Instead, they double him off, and that really changes this inning.
Stepping in now, Ronald Acuna. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Odorizzi gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. It remains 1-0. Ready now, Jake Odorizzi. And basically anything here will look better than what happened in his first at-bat, which ended in his striking out on a bunt attempt. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he struck.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
0-1 the count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. One run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Yelich has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Line towards center field. Hamilton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the stretch, Yelich is running. Popped up. Votto in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Swing and a ground ball to third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you can say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
So they can't get the strike him out, throw him out double play, as there's a runner in scoring position now following the punch out. Into the box now, Alex Bregman. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely.
Next to the Cardinals.
Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Yelich at second with 2 down. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Runner breaks for third. Hard liner to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game. Now batting, Joey Votto. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
In now, Aaron Hicks. Throw to first. Not in time. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. Snap throw to first, but he's back in safely. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Now he'll throw back to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now at the plate, Colin Moran. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. In there at the knees, strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Syndergaard.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center, a base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. He changed his mind there as he's back into first, no problem.
The center fielder.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in to hit next the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
Just bad execution on the batter right there. He got an opportunity to get a pitch that he knows he can get down 9 times out of 10. Wasn't able to come through right there.
1 strike offering now to Hamilton. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Dickerson will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, second base.
Digging in now, Jose Altuve. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Hayward is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And it's gone as they add still another. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. 4th home run here in the early going as the Mets are out in front now 2-0. Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out. Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others. But the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Acuna comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the bat.